Hi everyone, welcome to Janet Rangi YouTube video. Thank you so much for always subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, please go down here. I will appreciate you so much for subscribing and following me on YouTube. I love you so much for subscribing. Today I'm going to talk about why I think I got my visa at the American Embassy. I will share my experiences, and I think I'll give you some of the reasons looking back why I got the visa, and I'll teach you some of the things you need to do to maximize your chances of getting the visa at the American Embassy. Without further ado, of course, I don't know where my pillow is. I always say subscribe, okay? Now, this is the thing. Personally, I've watched these people and I've heard what they say. Me, I've done research, I've seen what they say, I've heard what they say. They say most people bring too many documents, and we'll go through that. But basically what they are looking at is what are they asking on that website? What is the State Department saying? The first thing you need to do, of course, is to apply for the DS-160. If you're going for, temporary visa. If you are going for a permanent visa, of course, it's DS-260. Some of you don't know the difference. Temporary visa means you're coming to the United States temporarily as a student on J1 visa, cultural exchange to work and go back, okay? Maybe on any other H1B visa, temporary and go back, visiting visa, student visa, L1, fiancé, wherever it is that is temporary. Your goal is to come to the United States and go back. You need to use DS-160 and they will guide you, okay? If you're coming for a permanent visa, aka permanent residency, aka green card, that one, of course, we know we do the DS-260, but that is not the whole thing. The whole thing I'm saying is what do they require you to do? They require you to go online, fill that DS-160 and do a good job, okay? So personally, I feel like I did a very good job. I told you I'm going to share with you why I got the visa. I did a very good job with the DS-160. I remember those days we didn't even do it online. We were just filling it with our pens and paper. And anytime they asked me something I didn't know, I would just say, not applicable. If they ask me, are you married? I say the truth. Where do you work? I state exactly, Aga Khan Hospital. What do you do? I say in the mornings, I receive report, I see patients, I give medicines, I prepare them for surgery, I see them post-surgery, I change wounds. I'm very specific. And how much do you earn? I told them 23,000 shillings per month. So I was very, very specific. The question and answer. Do you have brothers and sisters? What are their dates of birth? Parents, where do they live? Alive or dead? Are you married, single? What is your level of education? I was very, very clean. If I never left any blank spaces. Why do I say this? The DS-160 is your introduction. It's your first impression. We've had so many people, and I've come across, Janet has been doing this for so many years, okay? I've met many people who say, Janet, I was only there, they didn't even spend time with me and they dismissed me. Or Janet, I was there, they didn't even ask me many questions and they gave me a visa. The truth is, yes, it's true, it looks like they didn't spend time with you, but the DS-160 was your introduction. The DS-160 was your first impression. They've already studied you. They've already seen your background. They've already made up their mind, so now they want to meet you. Okay, so maybe they made up their mind and they're like, oh, this one, no. And then they meet the person, you're confident, you're smiling, you're answering the questions appropriately. Guess what? They might change their mind. Alternatively, probably they say, wow, good education, scholarship, good family ties back at home. You show up at the window, you don't maintain eye contact, you are not confident, you look like you're lying. Of course, they will deny you. So the whole thing I'm saying is do a good job with DS-160. That is what I did. I remember so well. I did a good job filling in the forms, right? Everything was clean, okay? Number 2, pay the fees. If they require $160, follow directions. How do they want you to pay? By credit card, by M-Pesa, by MasterCard, wherever, write a check. Follow the directions they tell you. Do the right thing. Pay the fees. Book an appointment, okay? Have passport size photographs, okay? When they tell you it cannot have expired, the passport has to be active at least 6 months. You show up and the passport is expiring in 3 months, obviously they will deny you a visa. You did not follow directions. If they say the pictures have to look a certain way, you follow directions. So the most important thing, honestly, after listening to these people, is you doing what they told you to do. And they say people bring all these bank statements. Good. So let's talk about that. It's good to bring those bank statements, okay? Title deeds, to show that you have a good job, to show that you have good earnings, to show that you have wealth, you have money saved. Guess what? That will help you, translate to them that actually you have no interest of staying in America permanently. Okay, so you do that, but they might not ask. Okay, they are looking at the whole picture. Who is presenting at this window? Personally, I can tell you, they saw a young woman who was already married. Okay, they saw a woman who had a good job at Aga Khan. They saw a woman who had a degree in nursing, and they saw a woman, by the way, this one I don't do in my videos, but I have to say this because it happened to me. My passport was dusty. I didn't show up with a clean passport. I had gone to Kampala, Uganda. I had gone to Tanzania several times. I had been to Dar es Salaam. I had been to Arusha. So my passport had been stamped several times. So I looked like a traveler, someone that, has explored the world and is ready to go to America and come back. This is just one of those extra, things I can tell you. I haven't read anywhere, but I hear sometimes when you have that travel history. But by the way, if you have a very travel history, of course, in America, Europe, or Asia, you've gone to South America, you've gone to those places and gone back home, is a good indication to someone saying, hey, if they went to Russia and came back, they went to Tanzania, they went to South Africa and came back, probably this person, when they go to America, they will come back. Okay, so that one worked to my advantage. I feel like, then another thing that worked for me, I was confident. I've always shared the story that man looked at me and told me to move, and I wasn't seeing, and he was getting mad. But when our eyes met and he said, excuse me, ma'am, you need to move. I said, oh, I'm so sorry. And I smiled. So when my time came, he was like, how are you? I said, I'm so fine. I said, how are you? And then he told me, you look familiar. I said, yes, you look familiar too. And he told me he had been in Aga Khan. He was a patient. I said, exactly. I think that is where I saw you. Of course, Janet works. I knew that rich people go to the pavilion. The embassy people go to the pavilion. So I said, I think I saw you at the pavilion. He said, yes, I was there. I went for the appendix. And the doctor took the appendix. I did surgery. I said, wow, I hope you're feeling better. And then we went, okay, so what takes you to America? Of course. That's why I got the visa, of course. Okay, that one is a very strong point. Listen to me, you have to know why you're coming to America. What takes you to America? I got that English program in 6 months. I want to go and improve my English skills, my communication skills, and then come back to my job. Okay, it was very clear, it's simple. Some of you think it has to be complicated. I never left any blanks. Question, answer, I strike, you strike, I stroke, okay? I stroke a conversation. I made it natural. I treated them like humans. I didn't treat them like these Americans who are here to deny me a visa. So I enjoyed myself. I had a good time. I relaxed. I did not look desperate. But that question, okay, what takes you there? How do we know you'll come back? I said, look, sir, didn't you just, you saw me in Aga Khan. I asked for permission. I'll be back after 6 months. I have to come back on my job. Period. I've already, check mark, because let's review this, okay? I don't want to go far and forget this. For those who follow Janet Rangi, do not worry. Maybe close your ears. Janet sings this too much. But remember, Janet is here to teach everyone. You will succeed through Janet Rangi. Good for you. You'll move on with your life. I hope you continue following and sharing with your friends anyway. But Janet has to continue teaching. New people are coming every day. So I can never assume anything. Even you, I always say the example. If you went to kindergarten, right? You went to kindergarten. You finished kindergarten, you went to first grade, you went to 8th grade. When you went back, your kindergarten was still teacher, still teacher in the same school, teaching the same things. Janet is still here. She'll always be teaching new people coming in. They need to know this information. Here's the law. The embassy operates with the law, okay? The assumption, by the way, it's an assumption, but it's the law. The law assumes that anyone coming to the United States on a temporary visa, which I listed temporary visa, meaning you come and you plan to go back, anyone coming to the United States on a temporary visa has the intent of coming to America and never going back. Therefore, it's up to the applicant to show compelling reasons, to show compelling ties that they will actually go home after their visit, after their job, after wherever brought them in America. That's why you hear every time they deny you a visa, they could have said many things, or they just look at you, the DS-160, they say, not going to school, not working, looking desperate at the interview. This one, obviously, mother, father, everyone in the United States. This one, of course, she's young, she's going to go there. And I'm just using examples. Never think that just because you have family in America, you can never get, a visa. It's up to you to always speak up. If they ask you, where's your mother in the United States, you cannot lie, obviously. Where's your father in the United States, you cannot lie. They know if you come here, probably you will stay. At that point, if you're 21, you're over 18. I mean, speak up for yourself. Say, hey, mom or sir, don't call everyone that. I mean, I know and I can see what you're thinking, but I'm a very independent person. I know my parents are there. Right now, I just plan to go to school and come back. Do you know, it's just that simple. Okay, right now I'm rushing to that graduation. I'll be there, visit a few places and come back to my job. I'm going to school. Okay, I know my parents are back in America, but they are not ready for me and I'm not ready for them. Maybe in the future, but for now that is not my plan. I plan to go get married. I'm engaged. Okay, I have kids, although I'm not married. Or if you don't have children, you know, you are looking for a job, you have a job, you have a fiance, you have other things going on for you. So you have to, some of you just assume because they will deny me, how will I show I have ties and I'm young? No, going to school if you're young, you're in college, those are ties that will take you back home. You have a job, those are ties. You have a boyfriend, you have a girlfriend, okay? You have a project going on at home, you're taking care of your grandma, you're doing all those things. And if you see in the interview them mentioning your family members in America, you say, hey, that's them. I have my independent life and I can see why you think that, but that's not my plan, okay? So those are some of the things. Confidence, you know, looking in their eyes, eye contact. Those are some of the things I feel that, you know, help me get that visa. But the most important thing is to understand that those bank statements are important. They might never ask for them. If they do, please, in fact, be the one, say, hey, here's my bank statement. I have good money here. I'm doing very well. I don't think I can leave this business for other people. The problem is sometimes they question you and you stand there like deer in headlights and you are scared. Don't be scared. Just feel free. You have only those 5 minutes to make an impression and help yourself to get that visa. So you make use of those 5 minutes. But the first thing you always want to do is the DS-160 has to be good, okay? Me, that's why I feel people are denied. The reason why you're denied, in fact, I'll be honest, probably you didn't do a good job with the DS-160. Show up on time. Don't panic. Dress appropriately. Of course, most of us dress appropriately. We do not have to overdress. Most of them here in America, it's business casual. If you don't know what business casual is, go and Google. Of course, don't go in slippers and flip-flops and then you are not respecting people in your baseball hat. No. Okay, but you want to be decent. You want to wear decent and collar t-shirt. A t-shirt, I wouldn't put the one with words like this, you know, something with collars, you know. If it's jeans, I put a nice button shirt, okay, and nice dress shoes. You don't have to have a suit and tie. That is too serious, okay, but do that if you want. Okay, dress well. Of course, go to their website, find out more information. And by the way, on Facebook I have so many followers and I'm also introducing here on YouTube. I'm gonna go down here in the comments. I'll leave my contacts, I'll leave my emails. You'll go to janetrangi.com, you'll go to my contacts, you can sign up if you ever want any help with these things. Okay, you have questions about the embassy, you have questions about schools, you have questions about anything, you have questions about, you want to come to America, you want to go to Canada, just sign up with my newsletter. I'll be sending, if you leave your email, I'm sending newsletters. Okay, so go in the comment section. I'll leave my things here, my contacts, you know, janetrangi.com. Okay, and I will see you there. Okay, keep subscribing and following for more ideas. Okay, so what have you said? What have we said? Okay, what made Janet come to America, to be quite honest, is the confidence, it's the job, okay, it's the marital status, it's previous travel history. Okay, it's paying money on time, booking the appointment on time, showing up with the right passport size photographs. The passport was not expired. Okay, I didn't even have bank statements, but for me, I had a sponsor saying they are going to sponsor me. Some of you, you will show up with bank statements, they will not be yours. Make sure you have a letter. This is what you do with the embassy. Anything you tell them, be ready to back it up. Otherwise, don't bring it up. And don't answer questions you've not been asked. Be direct. Be direct. Okay? They ask a question, don't volunteer information. Oh, by the way, my mom is there. Did they ask you if your mom is in America? If they do, good. If they don't, then you don't volunteer. That is just how I do things. Don't ask, don't tell. Okay? But if you say you are married, you better have a marriage certificate, legitimate. If you say you went to school, university, you better have transcripts and a university degree. If you say you work at a certain place, you better have a job from that employer. Okay? If you say you have a good business, you better have bank statements. You have birth certificates. All those names have to match. When you're filling in forms, the birth certificates, the passports, all the names have to be matching. Those simple little things, by the way. By the time you show up, you look so prepared, you're ready to conquer. And by the way, I'll be giving help. But for this video, I always say the video is very generalized. But when I look at you as an individual, probably you have more questions. But this is just a general overview. Some people watch this and they call me, they are very successful and they are happy with me. Some of you, maybe your situation is complex. Some of you have been denied over and over and over again. And we review these things, by the way. Why did you get denied? The biggest of all, if you've watched Janet for many years, for those who watched Janet, they'll probably recite this. Don't say lies. Tell them the truth. Tell them the truth, because what other options do you have? Okay, if you lie, those lies will follow you in America. If you lie that you don't have a mother in America, you come here and your mom is ready to file for you a green card, how will she claim you? You said you don't have a mother. So they put there, like you went to the embassy, you lied that you didn't have any children. Or you lied that you are married and you are not. When you come here now, you're ready to file benefits. They ask you, hey, you said you are married. Where is that marriage certificate? We need to. Now you can't keep up with the lies. Okay? Me, I always say they better deny you the first time, the second time. But you always have a chance if your folder is nice. That's why some people, and by the way, when you go to the embassy, okay, I'm closing this video, don't worry. There are 3 outcomes. Expect 3 outcomes at the embassy. They might deny you. They might give you a visa, or they might put you on administration. That question I get a lot on my page. Administration just means they need a little bit more information before they make a decision. It's not a visa they gave you, and it's not a denial either. And sometimes that information will be sent to the United States, and it might take time. So always ask them. They will tell you the time frame when you can hear from them. Email them, call them. Do not call too much. If they tell you to wait 3 weeks, wait 3 weeks. Okay, if you don't hear from them after 3 weeks, you go back and say, hey, you told me to contact you within 3 weeks. I haven't heard anything. What's going on? I just want to know the process. And then they will guide you. Okay, that's why it's always good to say the truth. Now you see, Janet just told you sometimes they put people on administration. Administration means sometimes maybe they saw some matching names in America. They are seeing some information that has some red flags, and they have to send to the immigration here in America and confirm. They have to run their records and say, hey, is this the same people? She's saying this, he's saying this. Are we seeing some discrepancy here? Okay, that I don't know. I don't know what they do, but all I know, they put some people on administration, and if you go reading what that means, it just means that they need more information. They haven't made up their mind yet. They have to do some more investigations before they make a decision whether to give you a visa or whether to deny you a visa. Okay, so I can't wait for you to come to the United States. I don't know where your journey will take you. Some of you want J1 visa. Your requirements are different from someone who wants an F1 student visa, someone who wants a green card, someone who wants asylum, someone who comes as a refugee, fiancé visa, marriage visa, L1 visas, religious visas. Like, there are so many visas. You just have to continue following Janet Rangi. She will tackle professions, how people change visas in America, what professions are the best for you. I'm bringing this information for us to improve our communities and make ourselves strong financially so we can help our families. Thank you so much for watching. By the way, the comment section is not just for Janet. The comment section is for all of us. Feel free to go in the comment section, leave your comments there, help each other in the comments. When I have time, I'll do a good job. I'll respond to your comments. I'll try my best. I'm always busy, but that is not an excuse. Many of you who followed me on Facebook and say, Janet, when will you come on YouTube? You see, I've been trying for many years, but I'm always busy. But one thing Janet does, she never gives up. However little, I'd rather throw a video there for 1 week than disappear forever. Many of you, you've gone through with me through this journey. You're doing so well in America. You have good jobs. Some of you, you're doing nursing already. Some of you are working already. I'm so excited. I hear your feedback. And for those who are joining me new, I can't wait to see you also join this journey and succeed. Okay, just like some of us here. Today I shared with you my story, how I came to America and why I think I got the visa. And I think my hope is when you come on these videos, you learn a thing or two. Don't go empty-handed. Always, Janet, when she does her videos, she hopes that you got something that you didn't know. So if you know anything extra that Janet didn't cover, go to the comment section. Until the next video, I love you so much. Muchas gracias. Kwaheri. Shukran. Thank you so much for coming. Okay, I will see you in the next video. Without further ado, bye bye. Bye. Thank you.